Hello everyone and welcome back to Minecraft. As you can see, we once again are starting off with a time-lapse video. For this episode, number 4, we are building a kitchen building for the castle keep. To start off, we are demolishing the old keep and the old servants building. Mainly because it did not fit the theme of the other buildings. Even though I have built it earlier, I felt that this did not look right. Especially the size of it. It did not seem to scale the right size, the right style or anything. So, just disregard all those world edit boxes that you are seeing in red. Unfortunately, there's no way to get around it unless if I go in the world edit and have it as a no, which will then make it harder to do, but we'll see. If not enough people like it or are bothered by it, if enough people are bothered by it, then I'll change the setting. So, once again, we are building another small building, the kitchen building, the one that will be feeding the servants. It won't be feeding the main castle. This is more of a servant's kitchen with their own head chef and their own pantry and everything that they need. So sit back, enjoy the time lapse. With the time lapse about done, let's head on over to first person view so I can show you around. And welcome back to Minecraft, everybody. We are back here on the single player fantasy world building project that I'm doing on a castle. It's no longer just a keep, now it's a castle with several buildings. It may not be that big, but that's what it's going to be. In the time lapse, I did not include these windows in there. I did that off camera. And these little windows up here as well. What this building is the kitchen building. And here in the last video we built the servants building. The kitchen building is going to be basically the food's going to be cooked in here and it's going to be brought into the dining hall, which is right inside of here. So let's go on in, take a look around. But before we do in this, even though I did not build anything yet, it's probably going to be a little outbuilding for wood to keep it dry. I'm probably going to add on to off camera a little outbuilding for wood or coal to keep it dry so then the ovens inside stay nice and hot. The look of this building I'm trying to do is stone with plaster over it, with the stone plaster has come off from where towards the bottom of the building. So we're going to go on in, take a look around. When we first come in, we come into the main small hall. This leads up to the residential area of the kitchen where the master chef will live. Anyone who helps with the master chef would be living inside the servants building. They would have a bed somewhere in here, but only the master chef would have a room inside of here. This is basically the pantry for the building, with these little drawers here and several different items being kept in urns and pots and barrels and crates. It's rather small, but it works for the size of the kitchen that we have right behind me now. Walking in, this is a pretty good design, I believe. It has several hot top areas to cook different things, such as pies, bread. An area, as you see the smoke rises, they'll hang up the sausage links and the rabbit to smoke it, and even fish. Behind us, we have a spice rack and jars of jam and a spice jar as well, with a clock here telling them the time, so then they can see how much time is left for their cooking. They're coming up upon dinner time. They better hurry up and get the cooking done, or it's 3 in the morning. They better start preparing for breakfast. And yeah, it's a pretty small kitchen. Some of these paintings are from the Autocraft overlay resource pack that comes with the mod. So all you need to do is just put this over the Conquest resource pack, put this one on top, and you'll get paintings like this. Unfortunately, you have to go on Autocraft server to look at the paintings and see the commands for the ones you want. So I also spend a lot of time on that server, just viewing paintings, seeing what I like. Now coming back to the hallway, these are some more of the Autocraft paintings here. I figured these would be more in line with what they'd have in the servants area. Showing hard-working servants here and maybe someone outside enjoying a stroll. And we'll go upstairs. And in here, these are the little windows that I showed you that were added on after the time lapse. And this first room here is the privy. Unfortunately, unlike the servants' house, there isn't a drop-down area because they wouldn't really want the hoop to go outside right where someone would be walking by the building and step in it. So this person unfortunately has to be able to bring it outside and get rid of it, or have a servant of theirs bring it outside. So the master chef is a little higher up on the rung. Indeed, you can see he has a little more status in the cabin. Yes, they have their own building on top, their own quarters on top of where they work. So they don't even really have to go outside that often, even though they probably would. But it's not necessarily that often that they'd have to go outside. But this is a pretty nice living quarters for this person. They have a desk here where they can keep their recipes and plans for the week on what they will need. Maybe send it off to the close city that will be built nearby, to the market to pick up some things, directions for servants on how to, on stuff like herbs and spices they'll need to pick or whatever outside. So here we have another clock for them right above the fireplace, and then they have 2 chairs to relax in front of the fireplace, read a book, and their bed is here, along with their personal folded clothes and some tabards. So that's pretty much it for this building. I know this is a short video, but it didn't really take that long to build. It was just more designing the inside, which took a while, but I'm quite pleased with how it looks. In the next episode, I'm not sure what we'll be building next, but I do plan to have a well out. Before I said they probably would come out, grab some water, bring it back in, and basically make boil off the bacteria, but that wouldn't be such a good idea, especially if they're in a siege, so they need a water source. So there's probably going to be a well out here. This wall will probably be knocked down and brought over to this direction. I plan to actually build the actual keep probably out over this way, so there's probably going to be a few other buildings in here as well, including a chapel and a building for guests, where people who are from nobility who are on their way to town want to stay here instead of staying in town. They're more than welcome to. They can stay within this fortified castle. And also it would be a place if, since I do plan to have farmers out here, out in this area too, where people would be able to bring in their horses and everything and some of their supplies and have a safe haven for them to basically hunker up during a raid or anything that happens. So that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next one, bye bye.